Would have been. Hey there, beer tubers.
I'll make you
Welcome back to Beer Analysis 101. Kinda. We're doing a show in Swill for the end of December. And first and foremost, let's get down to who we have with us. First of all, thank you for watching. Hey, we are already at 4 viewers, and that's because
Yay.
Lady Lee is here with us and she has shared the video out. But first, let's start with Mr. Rouge Beerd, who it's glad to see him awake this time.
Yeah.
Passed out mid hangout last night offline.
Good times.
How you doing? How you doing tonight?
I am well. How are you?
Not too bad. What you bring with you today?
I brought the last can of beer that I randomly have from Brouhaha store in Quebec that me and Guy went to when I went out east. This is a can of, I don't even know. It's like Bipesh or something.
Okay.
It's a
Bush.
It's Pesh is in there, and it's like a B or an A with an E in the end. I don't even know. It is some kind of 10% chocolate
noir
strong porter that has a really weird
porter Hivernale. It's like winter porter or something.
I feel like that might be Krampus on the can. I don't know. It's kind of.
It actually does look like Krampus.
Yeah, and it says like metal noir, black metal, Quebecois. I don't know.
I know that hiver is French for winter, and winter, so it's got to be winter ale.
The brewery, Brasserie
Baltic Porter. So it's a Baltic Porter. That's what's going on.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. It's Etienne Pesh. I think that's how you pronounce that.
A creation of Bipesh.
I don't know. I'm not French. This is why we need Guy here.
I speak French. Fuck you guys.
Lady Lee, what's it say?
I wasn't looking. I was reading my can. Sorry.
Focus.
It's really.
There we go.
Au péché?
Is it Witium? Is that it?
There's a whole right up to
the 8E.
I see péché, but the first two, Bipéché?
Yeah, it's BE. It says like a creation of
Bipéché. It's the number 8.
No, it's a B.
Bipéché. Yeah, it says Bipéché, on the bottom.
Wait, no, it is an 8. It is an 8. That's right. That is an 8.
Wouldn't that be? No, because it says in création de Bipéché.
No, but that's an 8.
Oh, it is an 8. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you are right.
So 8E would be 8th. Isn't that how they do that in French?
I
think it is. Yeah. So
I don't know. I've taken up too much of this. Nick, move on.
Right on. All right. So let's go over to Lady Lee. Lady Lee, how you doing tonight?
Hello. Good. I am fantastic. I am home again.
Nice.
With lots of bins behind me because I'm slowly collecting my stuff, which is great. I love it. I love moving. Yeah. Moving is fun.
You're moving again?
No, I'm officially moving. Finalizing moving in here. I had a bunch of stuff at Cody's, so now.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. Now I have bins behind me. So
all right. Good. So what'd you bring with you for a beer?
I brought a Clementine sour called Princess Clementine. Long Slice Brewery. I really liked the can, and I thought a Clementine sour would be interesting to try because I've tried lots of sours, and I like the can. I like the name.
Reasonable.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you very much, Lady Lee. I'm glad you made it home safely at like 5 a.m. or something crazy when you got home.
I got home at 2:30. I was trying to unload the car. I had a bunch of stuff in the car, so I had to unload that, and then I had to park my car because I don't live right by my place. I don't park right by my place, so my glasses are good. Yeah.
Cool. All right, so we'll circle back in a moment, but let's talk to Greg here. Everybody's favorite Greg.
Hi, I am everyone's favorite Greg, unless that foreign guy from the albino chat shows up. We haven't heard from him in years, so I think it's safe to say I'm the favorite right now. I have a question.
The better Irish Greg, right? I remember him.
The worst Irish Greg is actually because he has a funny accent. Nobody likes the funny accent. Anyways, this way, Ginger.
So which?
I have a question for you. No, hold on. I have a question for the Ginger. Aren't you not supposed to drink for like 24 hours after getting a booster, or you get super COVID? Well, I guess we're going to find out.
We'll be able to find out. So, Greg, which GLB did you bring with you tonight?
It made no sense.
I did bring a GLB with me. I brought a basic bitch maintenance beer, but that's okay. It's still delicious. It's a Lake Effect IPA from GLB. It is a limited release, but they release it a lot.
Is that the LCBO this year? I haven't seen it.
I think it is. I thought
I like
it was
that
an
one.
LCBO release. So I'm going to look it up now while we're asking that. But yeah, it's just an IPA. Nothing special, but just feel like something that's not a Imperial Stout because I've been drinking way too many of those. And my tummy's been hurting a little bit.
Arnold agrees.
Arnold does agree. Arnold got a bath and he's locked up now. But he's so clean and he smells relatively okay.
So fresh and so clean.
Okay.
Yep.
Alrighty.
We even washed his ding dong. I was happy about that.
Now,
Ding
it's
dong.
your dog, Charlie Brown.
Right.
All right, so let's give it over to moi, which I bought something kind of interesting that just recently showed up in New Brunswick. But this is Cuvée des Jacobins from, how do you pronounce this brewery? It was Brouwery Omer van der Ginst from Belgium.
I think I've had that.
This is a Foder aged sour Flemish ale, I guess.
Oh, what's
But
a
if
flavor?
only Jashlyn Sexton was here or Uric to tell us what a Foder is. But
I wish I knew.
so it actually says on the back of this thing, beer of spontaneous. It says beer of spontaneous fermentation, 100% Foder aged, matured for 18 months in oak wooden barrels, balanced complex acid beer. So it's a sour Belgian shower.
I have had that one.
Oh, you have had that one.
Yeah.
Right,
It really sounded like you just said Belgian shower as well. It's kind of funny.
Belgian shower. Oh God. All right. So yeah. So we got a few comments there, but it's just basically Lee. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna circle back to everybody and just for shits and giggles and say, hi Redbeard. What the beer you brought, what's the history behind it? What's the story behind said beer? Like where did you get it? And I know
Like I
you
said,
have one.
I don't think I got anything else by this brewery when I went to Brouhaha, but I was just kind of grabbing double IPAs and Imperial Stouts, and this looked cool and it was 10%. It's a big porter, so I grabbed it, and yeah, I like strong beer.
There's the history.
And again, and just this can art is really cool looking.
Can art always gets me.
Yeah, like
I'm a sucker for it.
Hey, good
really
can
good.
art is nice.
Like, I'm pretty sure that is like, I'm pretty sure it's Krampus. Like he's got like some kind of crooked, creepy looking staff, and maybe that's a children's on top of him or something. I don't know, but
Your price tag's still in the beer.
I gotta look it up.
$6.59, which actually that's not too bad of a price either for a beer. This kind of a beer anyway.
Is it beer that's cheaper in Quebec, but liquor is more expensive in Quebec? Or is it wine? I can't remember. There's something that's cheaper in Ontario and more expensive in
Everything
Quebec.
was cheaper in Quebec.
I think when it comes to craft beer, the price is more or less kind of the same. But if you go over there, you can get like a case of Coors Light or something like that, dirt cheap compared to what you'd pay here. I think their tax system
wine
is
then.
different.
I can't remember. There's something where people from Quebec came to Ontario to buy for alcohol. But I can't remember what.
I'm looking it up to see if that is
Dark
Krampus on the can. And I'm looking at their site. It's all in French, of course.
We're watching you, Carrie.
Lee is super happy that you kind of glanced over his comments and didn't even read them.
Yeah,
And we
I
have
know,
massive
I
beer
did.
reviews.
Yeah.
Big
Wow.
fan of Cuvée de Jacobins or
Nice.
Jacobins.
All right, we'll circle back to the comment. I was just thinking there's only really 2 comments. We might as well get on to her.
We were gathering the comments, Lee. Be
Yeah,
patient.
Lee.
Yeah, we're
But-
hurting them all
You're
into.
patient like Greg.
Yeah.
Anyway,
It's kind of unusual that Nick chose to put the stuff in the YouTube chat as opposed to the private chat on StreamYard about me not. Put the
Yeah,
sound at the beginning. That
I
was kind of funny.
clicked on the wrong one. Anyway, so Lee, the story behind your beer. What's your history with this brewery? Why'd you pick this beer? Where'd you get it? Yeah, I know you got a little adventure to talk about when you went home for Christmas, so you can talk about that.
Maybe
I
she
have
doesn't
a
want to.
story?
Yeah, the story behind how you got the beer. How about that?
Oh, okay. Well, first of all, this is not that exciting. So every time Cody and I go anywhere, we always hit up whatever LCBO to check out what we can find. So I can't remember which LCBO this is at, but I thought the can looked cool, so I grabbed it. That is literally the only thing. My can does have a story. So Princess Clementine is our newest kettle sour brewed with crown jewels of the citrus world, clementines. It's sour and effervescent with notes of mimosas and fresh squeezed OJ. It's Clementine season. Orange, you glad we didn't brew banana?
Ooh.
Oh my god,
Womp,
that's
womp,
that's crazy as fuck. Wow.
womp. Good Lord.
Anyways,
Wow.
I do like sours. I do enjoy trying different sours because I find some of them to be very delicious and others just to be like meh. So that's kind of why I grabbed this one because I thought it'd be an interesting one to try. So that is it. That is
That
my
brewery
story.
actually sent me
Right.
some beer many years
Yeah?
ago now. Yeah, I've have a couple
That's
glasses.
probably where I know the name from. I think I remember that. All right, so let's
They're
go over
from
to Greg.
Toronto.
Okay.
Hey, Nick.
Hi, Greg. So,
Um,
how far did you have to go to get that beer? I know it
Well,
wasn't
not
far.
very far at all because my wife picked it up for me, so I literally had to do nothing. So I had to walk to my fridge to get it. It would have been nice if my wife brought it to me. Yeah, I am rude. But otherwise, that's the only thing I had to do. Now, in terms of the story of this beer, this is an interesting beer because this is a really old school beer. Like, first time I checked it in was when I started Untapped, but I'm sure I probably had this when they first released it, and it used to come in big bottles, and I may still have one of those big bottles because they're kind of nice and printed, and they kind of look cool. Same label, though. They haven't changed the label in, like, the 9 years it's been out. But, or maybe they did. I don't know. Oh, now I'm thinking about
They
it.
might have updated it a bit like they did with the octopus and Canuck ones.
Yeah,
kind of-
now I kind of want. Now I want to actually check because I'm wondering if there actually was an old label. But anyways, yeah, it's a solid IPA. It's well before hazy beers were a thing and took over the market. So this is an old school IPA. It's sort of one of those East Coast where there's sort of, I guess, we're already transitioning to more fruity flavors, but still very much West Coast in terms of its bitterness. It's very, very tasty. Could be a very nice maintenance beer. And yes, it is available at the LCBO, $3.35 a can. Go
Nice.
get it.
I'm actually going to do a quick search myself and see if it's here. I don't think it's here, but
7%. So it's almost on the higher end for a regular IPA before you go into the doubles.
it's I've had it several times. It's one of my, I'd say, possibly my favorite kind of occasional IPA release that GLB makes.
Yeah, no, it's a good one. It's one I'm happy they make. Another one, I don't think they've released this one in about 5 or 6 years. I don't think they've ever released it in cans, but it was called My Bitter Wife. And that one used to actually be really, really good. I used to like it. I wish they'd release it again because they haven't done it in a while. And I'm almost wondering if they're worried it's offensive or something now. It's making fun of this this lady who's like a big temperance movement person in like the 1920s or 30s or something, and she used to physically go around and like hit people that she saw drinking or whatever. So I don't know. They're making fun of her. I don't know if that's considered not politically correct nowadays. Maybe that's why they don't release it. I don't know, but that's the story behind that beer. That's a good beer.
I can get a can of that if I go to Sudbury.
Well,
Let's
there
go to
you
Sudbury.
go.
Road trip.
It's actually really $3.35 a can too for 7% really solid IPA. Like GLB is the most ungreedy brewery that's out there.
Yeah, it's kind of a shame they haven't figured out their shit for shipping though. They're like both them and Amsterdam, two of the biggest breweries in the GTA. Neither one of them has figured out their shit for shipping. All they can do is deliver within the GTA, and if you're outside,
Go fuck
they can't-
yourself.
Yeah, that is kind of unusual.
yeah, they can't really do anything. So
Like just talk to whoever does it for like Bellwoods has got their shipping on point. You order beer from them and it arrives like the next day sometimes. It's insane.
yeah, and I mean, I like that you get free shipping if you order enough because I think you should always have a shipping threshold where it's
I
like,
agree.
order this much and free shipping.
Totally. It's a fantastic feature.
Great. So it looks like we have a Dan.
Good evening. I made it. I
Hello,
survived. I didn't
Hi,
die.
Dan.
All right, so we're going to be talking to you for a bit because we already gave our. Well, okay, so first of all, how you doing? Glad you made it.
Yeah, I'm here. Like I said, I'm good. I hope everyone else is
All
well
right.
as myself.
Awesome. So what did you bring?
Not Ghost Dan.
I brought something that a lot of people know about, and this is my first time having it in a can.
Ooh.
Flying Monkeys Chocolate Manifesto.
Ooh.
So I've always had it out of the bottle.
10%.
Oh yeah, yeah. Come on, go big or go home. So I've always had it out of the bottle. I've never had it out of the can, and I know that recently, within the last 6 months, they started doing the can. So it's my first time having it out of the can. Always been a solid beer. Always been something that I've always really enjoyed and really, I just grab it, hold it, cellar it, drink it right away, whatever. But yeah, it still has that beautiful chocolate smell. And I actually like it out of the can better. Actually holds the flavor a little bit better than it does out of the bottle, if that makes any sense.
It does now.
All right. Cool. Awesome, Dan. And I suppose like the last part of the story is like, where'd you get it from? So what's the story behind it, getting it?
Well, I was shopping for Christmas beers and at my local beer store, the Collective Craft Beer Shop, not to be mixed by the Collective Arts Beer. So, and I saw this. I'm like, yeah, I might throw that in my rotation for my 24 drunken days, but it never made it in. So it's making it into tonight's rounds.
Yay!
Nice. Awesome. All right. So let's put myself up here because I haven't gone yet. What's the story behind this? Well, much like Dan, I was looking for beers to get drunk with over Christmas at the local liquor store, and they just got this in. So I thought it was kind of cool. And I'm a sucker for Flemish sour ales. I love Rodenbach. Whenever I do see it, I usually pick it up. So I was just like, well, I did a quick Google search and found that the ratings on this one were pretty good. And as a comment we're about to read from Massive Matt Beer Reviews, and apparently he liked it. So hey, I figured why not try it. So that's the story. I basically picked it up
And you're
last
sticking
week.
to it.
Right. All right. And before we continue, I actually want to show Redbeard something because I just found this while trying to look up the beer he's drinking. And apparently there's a French black metal band called Hiverna. And that's what that beer is a beer brewed with.
You know what? There is a website, hiverna.bandcamp.com. So
one time at Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Smooth.
I'm pretty sure that is Krampus on the label, but that's pretty cool where it's like a black French black metal band tie-in.
I'm totally gonna listen to that.
Yeah.
That's pretty
All
cool.
right.
Isn't it?
So, anybody want to read comments other than Greg?
Have we read them? I thought we read them already.
No,
Oh, wait,
didn't
no, we're
read
just
them.
reading
That's
them
why-
now.
That's why we got upset.
We deliberately skipped over them.
Yeah, we did.
Sorry, Lee.
I
All
still
right.
love you, Lee.
Who wants to read them? Greg? Redbeard?
Yeah, sure, why not?
There you go. All
I
right.
just once we started here, so I think he was talking about the can here. It seems to be some sort of devil motif, if that's a hint. And then after Greg had said the thing about the super COVID, Greg is hangout super AIDS. And then after Nick just walked past Lee's comments. Well, fuck you too.
I do totally aid Nick.
Right.
And then Massive's comments already been mentioned a couple times. And then we have Rod J. Cheers, chaps. Happy holidays to you, sir. Hope you're doing
I
well.
wanted to comment about massive comments. I've been kind of waiting until this point to actually talk about it. Not that
Sorry, I apologize. Go ahead.
First of all, cheers, Matt. But yeah, like that's pretty cool. I didn't realize that this Cuvée de Jacobin is so well known. To be totally honest, I thought it was just some. I don't really get exposed to a lot of different Flanders reds other than the big ones. So like, I keep thinking of like Duchess de Bourgogne or Rodenbach. So it's pretty cool to try one of the other ones from Belgium. So right on. And of course, don't want to forget Rajay. Cheers, Rajay. Let us know what you're drinking. It's nice to have you there. So let's go back and talk to amongst ourselves. Such an entertaining conversation.
This is, I was gonna say,
It's
don't everybody talk at once, guys. Greg, where the fuck are you?
Sorry, I'm not drunk yet.
Greg's tired.
I'm just to the point where I think I say will offend Nick. So,
Greg, you should have drank a double Tempest before you came on the show.
I agree with you. I should have. I'm a little offended that Ashley Sexton wants to spend time with his sober family. Let's keep your sober family drunk. Have the respect they deserve, you know. Oh, look at this. Here, I'll show this to my friends. Look, my wife once competed on Canadian Idol.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
That's her badge.
Wow.
Don't ask how far she got, but she competed.
It's a pretty tight competition because I know people who
is.
could like really fucking sing that didn't make it past the first round. Like you had to have some serious skill. And
Well,
there's
yeah,
a lot of people to go through.
My wife did another show called I don't even remember what the name of it was.
I know what you're talking about. I can't remember the name.
Anyway, it's another show. It's not very well known compared to American Idol or Canadian Idol, but
Rising
she did
Star.
Rising Star, and she did pretty well in that. She got to like the semifinals, and
That's
I
pretty cool.
heard of that show.
quite frankly, some of the people that won were not very good. So I don't know who the fuck the judges were smoking, but there was one hillbilly that literally dropped his pot on the stage as he was trying to sing, and he somehow won.
What do you mean he dropped his pot? Like it like fell to his pocket or something? Or like
Yeah, like literally, this guy was like very unorganized. Like halfway through, I think he dropped whatever instrument he was playing, and then like half his pot fell out of his shirt. It was quite funny. This is well before it was legal. So,
wow.
so the host on stage is like, "Oh, we're just gonna not look at that."
Oops.
It's supposed to be like a family-friendly competition. So
That's pretty
Could have
good.
been medical. Come on
yeah,
now.
like, well, this guy was literally like an impression of whichever one was on that 70s show, Cheech and Chong, whichever one the guy was on that 70s show. I don't know which one it is.
That was
Chong.
Tommy Chong.
Yeah.
Chong, yeah. This guy was basically like a human version of him.
Nice.
Like a human, so Tommy Chong isn't an actual human? What
No,
what was
I
that?
don't know the amount of dope he smokes. I don't, he could be beyond human.
Are they? One of them died, but not the other, right?
No,
No,
they're
they're
both still
kicking.
alive.
Oh, they're both still alive. Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought one of them died.
No.
No.
Newspaper?
Yeah.
Oh, fancy.
They were kind of like estranged from each other for a while. I'm not sure why, but they got
Well,
they're
then I'm
like
an idiot. I
good
literally
together
thought
again
one
now,
of
and I
them
believe
died.
they've got their
I thought
own
one of them did
brand of
die.
weed and stuff you can buy.
Yep. And they still tour together too.
Well, that's
Oh look,
interesting.
Nick, you've actually got bots.
Yeah, we got the Russian bot in the chat there, and probably Lee has been offended that he left and isn't there to lead the comment.
Von.rent.
Anyway, so yeah, is anybody ready to talk about their thoughts on said beer that they've got?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'll bring up Red Beard and say, what do you think?
It's not bad. It's I'm not sure if it's a porter thing compared to a stout thing, but like comparing this to say like a 10% stout I would have drank, I probably enjoyed the stout a lot more. It's almost like too roasty, and the chocolate flavor almost tastes like artificial or something. But
Well,
and it's definitely a bit thin as well.
I would
but-
say that, yeah. I mean, technically a Baltic Porter is a lager, so it is going to be thinner.
It's not bad though. Like style wise, probably give like a 7.5, and personal enjoyment go like maybe a 7. So it's all right.
Which one was
I'm not sure if
that?
there's a date on it. It's September 24th of this year, and this is
Oh, that metal one. Where is it? Oh,
eighth Pache.
Huh.
And,
So, Quebec.
yeah,
Hmm.
Quebec, like Quebec City, Quebec, and Brasserie Urbaine. But then it says brewed for Brasserie Generale Incorporated. I don't know.
So contract brewing, maybe.
I don't know. Apparently, it's supposed to be 12 to 14 degrees, which it was out of the fridge probably half an hour before I drank it, but it's not that warm. But yeah, it's okay.
Yay.
Reading the Untapped profile on that beer that you're drinking, Red Beard, it says it's from it's number 5 in their Quebecois metal series, black metal series,
Okay.
and it's a Porter Baltic, made in honor of the Hiverna group, and it says that it's made in the traditions of the Nordics and infused with cocoa, so it's actually infused cocoa,
All
black
right.
dark chocolate and stuff. All right.
What is this?
Either way, all right. I kind of think it's fascinating. Anyway, so let's go over to who we have next, which is Miss Lady Lee.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi. So, this this beer, this sour is tasty. I'm enjoying it. The thing I find with sours is that there's like that very fine point of you have that sour taste, but no actual flavor. So it just tastes sour, or you have like flavor but no sour. This kind of has a nice bit of sour that's not over the top, but it still has that taste, but it's not like overly sweet, it's not overly powerful, it's just very like refreshing. So it goes down nice and smooth. Anybody who has heartburn issues, it does not bother that. I'm really enjoying it. It's a very like refreshing tasting kind of beer. Sour beer, sour beer. But
There you
yeah,
go. There you go.
yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it. I do think it's, what did they say? Oh yeah, sour and effervescent. It is quite tasty. I am enjoying it. Yes. And I'm also using the glass that Nick gave me.
Yay, Nick!
That's where that went to.
You gave it to me.
I know.
Nick,
Yeah, I just stole your glassware. Like,
No,
hey,
I
bitch.
gave a whole bunch of glasses away when people were here.
I bought you dinner. You're giving me glasses.
Yes.
Yes,
I think it's a
Nick
fair
gets
trade.
+3 vagina points.
Mhm.
I think you get a
Sorry,
teddy
I'm
bear.
doing that beer.
Are we
All
doing
right.
waiting? Or no?
Yeah, we are.
We are.
Okay. So, style. I'm just going to give it 9s all around. I think it's a nice sour. It's nothing it's not overly powerful. It still has flavor. It's quite enjoyable. It's what I expect from a sour beer. Yeah, so I'm just gonna give it 9s all around.
Nice. All right. Thank you very much. All right.
Thank
so let's
you.
move over to who we got next. This is Mr. Greg.
Hi, Nick.
Mr. Greg. That's the
Hi,
name.
Greg.
That name again is Mr.
Hello. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
All right. We're going to talk about this beer, are we? It's a good beer. It's a very good beer. Also, I did confirm that the old can art, even the old bottle art is the same as this. Maybe a little updated, but it's basically the exact same. Now that mystery is solved, what about the beer? Pretty simple. It's an old school IPA. If you like old school IPAs, you'll like this. If you're on the hazy bandwagon, you'll probably still like this, but it's not a hazy, so you may not like it as much. I don't know. I personally am not the biggest hazy fan. I think some are good, but most are not. And this is not hazy, therefore double thumbs up for me. I will say it's one of those dangerous beers. If our good friend Guy was here, he'd say that, because this is only about 1% away from what you'd consider a double IPA, which is usually about 8%. This doesn't drink like a double IPA. Like most double IPAs, you kind of feel they're a double IPA. They're a little bit thicker, a little bit heavier on the alcohol, so you kind of maybe slow down a little bit. This one drinks like the same as a 5 or 6% IPA, so you could just knock back a bunch of these, get drunk, pass out, shit your pants, wake up in the morning and not quite sure how it all happened, but you're still pretty happy about it.
Are you talking from experience on that one?
Well, maybe. Or either that, or maybe having to clean up the somebody's shit pants, Nick.
Gross. I told you that wasn't my chili.
It was my chili.
It was planted.
He was holding it for a friend.
So you gave your rating already, right, Greg?
I did not give my rating already,
give
so
your rating
I'm going to go. It's a very strong IPA. It's not my favorite IPA from GLB. I mean, GLB generally makes, to me, the best IPAs, more or less. There's a few other companies that make good ones, but my favorite IPA from them is Octopus Wants to Fight, and I don't like it as much as I don't like this as much as that. So that would be my 10. This is my 9. So it's a 9 for style, and I'm also going to go 9 for personal enjoyment. It's an all-around great beer. I would say if you've tried neither this or Octopus, try both. Otherwise, they don't. Most of their other IPAs right now are hazies, so try those if you want to. For the 2 old school ones, this is the lesser one, but still very solid beer. Also, they need to re-release My Bitter Wife, because that's a good beer. From my 5-year-old memory, I'll probably try it again and hate it, but that's okay. It's all about learning.
Knowledge is power.
Knowledge is power.
Hmm.
That's what the Nazis didn't want you to know.
Jesus Christ, Craig. All right, so let's
I mean, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. I was going to give a whole thing of like how a lot of countries have been restricted on education simply so they can kind of control their population. So if you make education illegal, they don't really know what's out there and what's actually being done to them is like oppressive. But how will they know because they don't have education, or if trying to get educated is legal?
See, there you go.
No, that
We
went
learned
deeper
something.
than I thought we were
Yeah.
going to.
It's all,
All right.
it's all circled around to knowledge being power.
This is what I
Oh.
learned in psychology, guys.
All right, so speaking of going deep, let's go with Dan.
Oh,
Oh, hi. How you doing?
Oh,
Dan,
Oh, no wonder I feel a little uncomfortable from the behind.
not that kind of deep, Dan.
That's my kind of deep.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I would say that's what she said, but she did. So,
not wrong.
Let's introduce you to Dan, the man with the big banana.
I thought it was Nick.
anyways, to get back on dark topic here, the nice little chocolate manifesto has been going down quite nicely. I've always enjoyed this. I've said it earlier. It's always a good stable beer. If I find it, I will have it. I think the first time I had this was 5 years ago, and I fell in love with it from day one. Always enjoyable, good, nice body, beautiful flavors. It was one of those ones where the adjuncts actually stuck out, and you didn't have like just this basic little flavor. You actually had a chocolate punch to the mouth. So you know what? 9.5 for enjoyment, 9.5 for style. I really do like both of these. I do like this a lot, and I would go back and buy this over and over again. And for the price point they have, like what, $6 a can, you really can't go wrong, especially at 10%.
Nice. Yeah, we'll say that beer is a classic. Yeah. All right. So last but definitely least, it's my turn to talk about Cuvée des Jacobins, which is actually drinking really, really, really nicely. I've always liked Flanders Reds ever since the first time I ever tried a Rodenbach. This thing is right up there with Rodenbach and Duchess de Bourgogne, I think. Got a nice tart tannic, red cherries. It's woody. Got a hint of cheese and balsamic vinegar in the flavor here, which does sound weird, but it all works together quite nicely if you like Belgian beers. The finish is like very crisp, but the taste of like fresh cut fruit, like fresh cut apples, cranberries, and it's a bit briny, so it's like very bright in its sense. It's not quite, doesn't quite have that funky aftertaste like balsamic vinegar does, but it's got a nice crisp finish that I really like. Oh, it's beautiful. And like drying woodiness coming out of the finish as well. I love that. That's, yeah, like I said, it's right up there with Rodenbach. I'm going to give that a 9 for style and a 9 overall. I'm really enjoying this. And you know what? Matt is right, of course. But not that we ever doubted him.
Matt.
And we don't have any new comments.
Say his name faster. We lost a lot of viewers. I think
Yeah,
I
we
got
did.
too educational.
No, I think it was before that.
Women talking? What is
I
this?
showed up.
Because you have a shirt on.
Oh,
It's pretty unbuttoned. Like, come on now.
What?
It's out there.
Last day of the year. Yeah.
yeah,
Top of
there
beer,
it
dude.
is. There it is.
Kidding.
Oh, Carrie's got some pussy.
Well, I guess if nobody asked the magic question, then nobody will know beer next week.
No one's gonna know. How are any one of you gonna know?
Hey, Nick, what's next
Nick.
All
on
you
the
three
year?
viewers.
I don't take questions from shirtless people.
Nick, what's next week's beer?
Hey, Nick, what's next
Hey,
year?
Dan. If you want to leave the chat and then comment.
Oh, hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this the right way. Hold on. Oh, bear with me.
You know,
I'm
you
getting there.
use a sock account.
Jesus Christ. This is painful.
God.
I blame you people not commenting on the video.
There.
Could ask
There we
your
go.
Russian bot to.
Yeah, the Russian bot kicked everybody off.
In Soviet Russia, next week's beer is you.
Is
Keep in
now
mind, anybody
vodka.
comments. Yeah, whatever. I just don't give a shit right now because
Nick just wants to drink
so,
tonight.
yeah, pretty much. So IPA number 19 from Collective Arts, and I'm not sure what the Finback thing is, but I'll look it up before next week.
Damn it, Nick! I
A
drank.
collaboration, Nick.
Ooh. Well, yeah, but is that another brewery, or is that some
I'm-
kind of organization to save the whales?
I am 99% sure that it wouldn't be like that on the can if it wasn't a brewery.
Oh, you're so sure about that?
Yep, Finback
You know,
Brewery
in
out
reaction
of
to that.
Glendale,
Hi,
New
Jamie.
York.
Hello,
And
Sir
if I
James.
click on them, try to find
I
like
know I'm not Greg, but I'm gonna say hi.
Oh, there it is right there. Exact same whale image. That's on the
That's
can.
what I do. I steal Greg's thunder.
That's okay. When Greg's not around, you're a perfect stand-in.
I'm the female version of you.
That's right. If he closes his eyes and plugs his nose, there's like no difference.
What the fuck?
Are you saying you stink?
I'm either saying I stink or you stink. I'll leave it to you to figure out which is which.
Just because I have a vagina. Come on now.
You know, in this state, you stink sometimes.
You know, Red Beard is actually right for once. Oh well. Finback Brewery at Queens, New York. All right.
Oh well.
So Jamie says hi, Greg.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Holy shit! It's
Jamie's got a
10.6%
gun.
too. I gotta find this beer.
What's that?
That IPA number 19.
Yeah, 10.5. It says right on the can.
Oh.
Anyway, that's what we're gonna do next week's for next week's beers, so long as Greg can get it.
I'm pretty sure I can get it, but
Fortunes on him.
Whoa.
Oh,
I feel rejected. As long as
Anyway.
Greg can get it, fuck you, Greg.
I know you can get it.
I mean, to be fair, I'm like Nick's right hand man. I'm the Andy Richter to his Conan O'Brien.
Right. Anyway, we're losing viewers now that Greg's got no shirt on. Actually, I think we gained viewers. All right, so we got 5 viewers now. All right, so we're done. We're done for the evening.
There'll be a little nip slip.
You know what? Screw it. I wanted to actually go around one more time, and it's really a poorly done episode. At least there's probably no Lee in the comments, Mr. Lee, chastising me for it. But Redbeard, of all the beers you saw here tonight, which one would you have rather got?
I've honestly had them all. Funny that the first time it's ever happened where I've had them all.
Wow.
You know what? Because it's not here right now, I'd go with Greg's, I guess.
There you go. All right, and Lady Lee, of all the beers that you've heard here tonight, which would you have rather had?
I'm gonna go with Nick's because he talked about it so passionately.
Ooh,
It was a very good description of the beer, so I'm kind of down. Let's do it. I lost a button.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna get more viewers now.
Good
All right, so
morning.
Greg, of all the beers you saw here tonight, which would you have rather had?
Nick, thanks for having me tonight. Tonight I brought an Octopus Wants to Fight. I'm going to be reviewing this beer. It's going to be very delicious.
All right, Greg, of all the other beers you saw here,
All the
tonight,
other
ones that
beers,
we brought,
Greg.
Greg was probably not paying attention, so we might as well move right on.
Lady Lee just lost the button on her shirt, so I want to try her beer.
Okay, sounds good.
All right,
I still have
Dan,
some left.
of all the beers you saw here tonight, what would you have rather had?
You know what? I wouldn't mind trying Red Beards because it's a collaboration with a band and it sounded actually quite decent, even though it was a little thin.
I randomly have started listening to the band on YouTube in the background, and they're pretty flocking fantastic.
I might have to check them out because that actually sounds like a decent band.
Discography being downloaded right now.
Add to the MP3 pile. But yeah,
Actually, discography finished downloading already. Okay.
yeah, there you go.
There you go.
Gigabit for the win.
I just want to let you know that all music
Right.
sucks.
That's only 453 megs.
Hey, you
It's
were-
only 5 albums.
Oh,
Unless
shit, I'm
it's-
the New York. Fuck. God damn it.
But yeah, I would actually try that one because it sounded decent. I mean, it didn't sound horrible by
It's
any
not
means.
bad. It's different.
Yeah. Difference always a good thing. It can be a good thing, I guess.
All right, well, thank you, Dan. All right, so and of course, I'm going to actually agree with Dan here and say I'd like to have tried Redbeard's beer. Not that
I mean,
I could have bugged him to drink it while it was actually here in my house, but No, it actually sounds really good, and I'm actually kind of fascinating with the whole. I'm not really a black metal fan myself, but I do find the whole music tie-in to be interesting. And
You know what? I'm not really super into like the differences with a lot of the different genres of metal and stuff like that, but it's not incredibly crazy. Like I was expecting black metal, I was expecting the most heavy shit ever. It's heavy. It's French. I don't know what the hell they're saying, but there's like a kind of medieval folky thing in the background going on. It's pretty good. I like it a lot.
What's the band's name again? Sorry.
Hiverna. I'll share it in the chat because you can actually go to their Bandcamp site, and you know what? I wonder if it'll let me post the link in the.
Just write
YouTube
the word
chat.
hive and put RNA at the end.
But yeah, I'm gonna put
My
it
God,
in
it's
the
something with
Facebook chat
vaccines.
just to say that you can actually go to Bandcamp website and listen to all of it without paying for it. So you can listen to it for free. Decide if you want to buy the compact disc, and I really like Bandcamp for that. Get to check all kinds of indie artists out and stuff like that. All right, so now that I've completely botched up this episode,
It's the last one of the year. We're allowed to fuck up.
yeah,
Come on now.
What are you expecting from quality?
Yeah,
All
we're
right,
gonna
so
have to
Jamie
make it
says
better.
Quantity,
Brewery
guys.
stopped it.
Quantity. Every week.
All right, so I want to thank everybody for watching. Massive beer reviews, and Rod J, nice to see you. Hope to see you again soon.
Next year we're moving to Pornhub.
And Russian Bot, nice to see you again too.
Oh, hello, Russian Bot.
And I suppose Lee. Yeah. Where's the
disappeared on
comment?
us.
This is the one that meant the most to me. Hi Lee.
Fuck you too, Nick.
All right. All right, we'll talk to you guys later. Cheers.
Cheers.